What up, YouTube? How's everyone doing? Okay, you're kind of wondering why I haven't been on the video for a while. I want to apologize because I'm getting ready for the football season. First weekend September, Labor Day weekend. Hope you guys are staying safe, wearing your masks, staying safe, and let's hope for some fun. And you know what? You know what this means? Football is back. Now, I got my flashback Labor Day weekend radio on the radio station here in Central Ohio. What's your music stations do for the Labor Day and the Memorial Weekend? So, now, you're kind of wondering if I'm going to do the baseball standings now. If I do, I'll do it quick. But I'm going to do my NFL picks. Now, some of these teams I think will make some noise. I'll explain it to you. I'm going to start in the AFC East. Here we go. Now, I may get a little heat on this pick, but maybe not. Let's see. AFC East. Here's who I got. I got the Bills, Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins. Dolphins are in a rebuilding mode. I think Fitzpatrick's going to still be the starter, and then Tula's going to take over. Don't know when. But the Dolphins are rebuilding, so they'll be in fourth. I have the Jets in third. Now, I know they lost their quarterback, Jamal Adams, if I'm right. Comment below if I'm right. But you never know, but I see them going 8-8. Now, this is where I'm going to get a little heat on this because I have the Patriots in second. And this is the first time in over 10 years that New England will not be picked to win the AFC East, which was 2008. Because the last time they didn't win the division was 2008. And did not make the playoffs was in 2008. Brady is in Tampa. I'm going to get to the NFC South in a few moments. But I have the Patriots not winning the division for the first time in almost 20 years. So I have the Patriots finishing second, but they'll be one of the 3 wild cards this year. In the AFC East, I think this is everybody's pick. The Bills. I thought they did pretty well in the offseason. They got Stephon Diggs. Their defense should be good. I think Josh Allen's going to do well. And I think Buffalo will host a playoff game for the first time in almost 30 years. Excuse me, I apologize for the birth. The Bills will win the AFC East for the first time in 25 years.
My friend Kelly Vaughn is out of the Columbus area, played Mansfield quite a bit. Her album Life Goes On is where I'm pulling this single from. It's called How Long? With Kelly Vaughn. Rocking the first one, Mix 106.
So now, I got, yeah, that's who I have winning the East. Sorry, I got a little distracted by something. But now the AFC North, I'm going to get a little heat on this as well. I think it's going to be a toss-up between the Steelers and the Ravens. Browns, I'm kind of stingy on this pick. But I'll have the Steelers, then the Ravens, then the Browns, then the Bengals. It's going to be, like I said, both of them will go 11-5. But I think it's going to be a coin flip between the Ravens and the Steelers, just like it was. Browns, you never know, because last year everyone had them winning the AFC North. I did, but I mean, they'll finish in third, but they can find a way to win some games. They might be in his wild card. I have the Bengals in last, but I think they'll be a much better team because Zach Taylor's first year didn't go well, and they had issues with the quarterback and the defense, and he didn't have an off season. He didn't have time for an off season, so that's why they went 2-14. But I see them with at least 5, maybe 6. They won't be the worst team in the NFL. I think I know who will. Now let's go to the AFC South. Texans, Colts, Titans, and Jaguars. I'm going to get some heat on this. I know this was the prior before the Clowney sighting with Tennessee, but I still think the Texans will win the division because Deshaun Watson's going to be good despite losing Hopkins to the Cardinals. Texans still have a good defense with J.J. Watt, so I'm thinking Texans will win the division. Colts, they have Phillip Rivers. They got good defense. And I think it's going to be a toss-up between Indy and Tennessee for third. But the Jaguars, I think they're going to be the worst team this year. They lost one of their players from Jacksonville. I don't know what they did, but they're going to be in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes. So I'm going to have the Jaguars in last. AFC West, I don't think there's any controversy here. I have the Chiefs, Raiders, Chargers, Broncos. I have Kansas City win this division again because they're the defending champs, and they're going to win the division. The road through the AFC is going to go through at least Kansas City or Baltimore, Pitt, one of those three. Raiders will be in. The Las Vegas Raiders will be in as the one of the 3 wild cards as well. I have the Patriots, Ravens, and Raiders as my wild cards. I think the Chargers, you just don't know. Denver, you don't know. So those are my teams. Let's go to the NFC. NFC East, I have the Cowboys, Eagles, Giants, and Redskins. Yeah, I can go with that one. I think Dallas is going to be a much better team. They got Zeke, they got Dak, they got Coop, and the new draft pick from Oklahoma. I think they're going to be good. They're going to win the East. I mean, I got respect for McCarthy when he was with Green Bay. The Eagles, you just don't know what they're going to do, but I feel like this is going to be between Dallas and Philly. But I have the Eagles in as one of the wild cards. Giants, you don't know what's going to happen. I think the Giants will be better. They'll be better. Now the Redskins, I think they'll improve in wins. So I have Washington in 4th. But they're no longer the Redskins. The Washington football team, I apologize, everybody, for that one. Forgive me. The Washington football team. There we go. Okay, NFC North. Here we go. These are my picks. Packers, Vikings, Bears, Lions. Lions are going to be in last. And I got to say this. Picking up ex-Patriots is not helping the Lions. Bears are going to have a quarterback controversy with Trubisky and Foles. Vikings, everyone has them winning the division, but the reason why they don't have Diggs, but they did get a wide receiver from the draft, so I'm going to have the Vikings in second. Then, in Green Bay, is going to win the North for the second year in a row. Now, the NFC South, Saints, Bucks, Falcons, and Panthers. I could go that way. Saints and the Bucks. I feel like this is a coin flip. I have the Saints winning the division. And Tampa's going to be one of the wild cards. Saints are going to win the division again. So, now, the NFC West. These are my picks. I have the Niners, Seahawks, Rams, Cardinals. Yeah, I could go with that one. Niners were in the Super Bowl last year. They lost to the Chiefs. Seattle, I don't know what they did get somebody, I forget who. Rams are in rebuild. The Cardinals could be better, but I don't see them contending for the division yet. Now let's go to my playoffs. Now this year we have 3 wild cards. We have, in the wild card, I have the Steelers over the Raiders, the Bills over the Patriots, and then the Texans over the Ravens. In the AFC Divisional, I'm going to have the Chiefs over the Texans, and the Chiefs will not be behind in the divisional round. Bills over the Steelers. We're going to get a rematch of the 9-3 AFC title game between the Chiefs and the Bills. And this time the Chiefs get their revenge from the 9-3. So I have the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl. Over in the NFC, I have the Saints over the Bucs. Packers will beat the Eagles, and the Cowboys will beat the Vikings. Now, we're going to get some interesting matchups in the divisional round if this happens. Niners over Cowboys, the old school 90s rivalry. And the Saints and the Pack. And the Saints and the Niners will meet, everyone. And I think the Saints will get their revenge against the Niners from what they did at the NOLA last year. So the Saints are going in. This is the Super Bowl I had last year. The Chiefs and the Saints. No team has won back-to-back Super Bowls since the 03-04 Patriots. And you know what? Chiefs are going to win back-to-back. All right. Now, let's see here. I'm not going to do the MLB standings, so I hope you all have a great weekend. Great Labor Day weekend. Stay safe. Wear your mask. Peace.